Hi, I'm Anna. I'm a compulsive overeater. And let me get back to gallery so I can see all of you. I'm a compulsive overeater and grateful that these steps are here to guide my life. I took step 6. It took me a long time to get through step 5. It was probably a year abstinent. No, it was the summer. So about 6 months abstinent when I completed step 5 with my sponsor. And the directions, well, step 6 says we're entirely ready, page 59, to have God remove all these defects of character. And we've been hearing God, 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 God. This is not apologetic. It's not like, the oak tree out back can remove it. It's got to be something that's going to work. And I just wanted to point out a couple examples of people taking it. On page 292 in He Sold Himself Short, it says in the back of the AA Big Book, they're looking at Dr. Bob led him through the steps. He's looking at all the defects of character. He asked me, Dr. Bob, he asked me if I wanted these defects of character removed. When I said yes, we both knelt at his desk and prayed, each of us asking to have these defects taken away. That's step 6 and 7. Simple. In Bill's story on page 13, it says, I admitted for the first time that of myself I was nothing, that without God I was lost. So steps 2, whatever. I ruthlessly faced my sins, 4 and 5, and then 6, and was willing to have my newfound friend, God, whatever, higher power, take them away, root and branch. I have not had a drink since. I have not overeaten since. Again, simple. I express my entire willingness. Well, that's going into step 9, but it's simple. I'm willing to have this removed, root and branch. On page where we were taken earlier, page 76, with the directions for step 6, just back to 75. And if you've got your big book, I invite you to look along. So we've just, the directions for step 5 are on 75, and then step 6, where it says returning home. So this is after step 5. And this is the direction. This is reviewing. We find a place where we can be quiet for an hour, carefully reviewing what we have done. So that's steps 1 through 5. We do a big review in an hour. I set a timer, and there's a prayer for step 5. Okay. Then, blah, blah, blah. We're asking, is everything okay? Boom. We turn the page. I did this all within an hour. If we can, 76, if we can answer to our satisfaction, then we look at step 6. We have emphasized willingness as being indispensable, as opposed to, oh, I'm not going to do that, or oh, it'll hurt too much, or oh, I don't know, I got those stuff from my childhood, blah, blah, blah. My inner child's not going to like it. Well, your inner child's not going to like a whole bunch of stuff in OA, because this is a program about becoming an adult. Finally, growing up. It's amazing. Are we now ready to let God remove from us all the things which we have admitted are objectionable? Which are those things? All that stuff in step 4 and 5. I'm selfish, I'm resentful, I'm dishonest, I'm self-centered, I'm jealous, I'm a thief, I'm a cheat, I'm a, all that stuff. I just want someone to tell me they love me. I'll do anything. I'll sleep with guys until they say I love me. Whatever it is, the objectionable things that have run my life, I've admitted them in step 5. Identified them in 4 and 5 and admitted them to another person and to God. And I've just checked. It's all solid. There's nothing missing. There's no little secrets in my cupboard. And I'm ready now. Am I ready to let God remove from these all the things that I've already admitted they're objectionable? Step 5 is solid. If step 5 is not solid, step 6 is ridiculous. I have to have admitted it already. And then, do I believe? Can God take them, everyone? Is step 2 solid or not? Do I believe I can be restored to sanity? If step 2 is not solid, step 6 is impossible. And if I haven't already made that decision in step 3 to turn my will and my life over to the care of a higher power, why the heck would I think the higher power can take care of me in step 6? It's built on a solid foundation. Can God take them all, everyone? Can I be restored to sanity? Step 2 is solid. Yes, I can. All that stuff that's objectionable, it doesn't matter who knows it anymore. My sponsor always had me practice saying stuff out loud that I didn't want anyone to know. She said, say it out loud. Say you pick your nose and eat it. Say you slept with some guy to get them to marry you. Whatever it is, say it out loud at a meeting so that it no longer becomes my secret and my higher power. And those things.
Katie, compulsive overeater.
2 minutes.
2 minutes left, Anna.
Thank you. If I'm still clinging to something, I will not let go. Like, well, I'm really worried if I don't, continue being a workaholic, I won't do well enough at work, or I need to, I don't know what it would be. But if it's objectionable, for me, I was ready. I was like, I don't want this crap running my life anymore. I was so ready. So again, within that hour, I said, yep, God, I'm willing, you can have it. And then that prayer, you can, all the bad stuff, all the good stuff, I don't care. It's all for you. I'm ready. I am ready to be transformed into somebody good. Well, the good news is some things might change. The true news is basically I was the same person at the end of the process. Because my defects are still there coming up all day, every day. But the really amazing thing was as they come up, I see them sooner because I'm willing to turn them over quicker. And that's a lot of what happened for me after step 6 and 7. And so just that willingness, my sponsor, she had taken months to take step 6. So she's like, you got to do some questions because it can't be that quick. And so I did whatever my sponsor said. So we worked on step 6 and 7 for about 2 weeks to be sure they're solid, because that's her job as a sponsor. Don't just, Anna thinks she's taken step 6. All right, well, if you've taken it, then 2 weeks of questions, 1 day at a time, will confirm that, which it did for me. And, but it's solid again, because I don't want to go into step 8. I can't become willing to make these amends if I'm not willing to become a changed person, and to deal with all that which is objectionable, which has ruined, impacted my life with other people. So I'm just really grateful that it's here. Willingness is indispensable. Try, it's like, I don't know if I can do it. Try. And that's my sponsor just said, just if 5 is solid, 6 is possible. If 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are not solid, then the next step is pretty much it's just not going to happen. And that was, without a solid 1, I couldn't do a 2. Without a solid 1, 2, can't do a 3. Without a 1, 2, 3, can't do 4 and 5. And without 4 and 5 being absolutely solid, I wouldn't know what was objectionable. And it's talking to the old timers. Their eyes are sparkling. I want what they have. And they did it. Thanks.